Somalis are not black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, chat, am I black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown, bro.
Amigo, non c'è problema, amigo.
Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Bro, think about it like this, bro. If a whole community doesn't regard themselves as black, we can't be black, bro. We literally can't be black, bro. Boogie, did you eat your brain cells? Really and truly, Somalis are Arabs, bro. Think about it, bro. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. Bro, tell me I'm not lying, bro.
We love our brothers and sisters who are Democrats, but you left us. And because the left left us, join the right, vote for Trump.
What do the Somalians have to do with this Afghan guy who shot the national?
Nothing, but Somalians have caused a lot of trouble. They're ripping us off for a lot of money. There's a tremendous amount of money going back to Somalia. What the hell are we paying money to Somalia for?
What a great fucking question.
They're ripping off our country at a level that few people have been able to see before. Well, we're getting a lot of their people out because they're nothing but trouble.
They said we ain't black. Trump leave them. Now they're getting deported. Anyway, so whereas some Somali Americans said they were different, Arab, not black, they mocked our struggle, laughed at Black Lives Matter, built whole platforms dragging African Americans. They voted for the man who promised to separate good immigrants from troublesome blacks. They thought the system would spare them. They thought anti-Blackness was a ladder they could climb. But here is what they forgot. In America, anti-Blackness doesn't ask for your passport. It doesn't care about your ancestry. It only sees one thing. And now, the bill has come due. Let's talk about it. Let's watch these clips, and then I will be back to discuss everything with you guys.
Most of the people that we meet, especially African Americans, they don't even know their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. It was all of them, most of them were the product of one night stand. One night stand.
To those who don't know, this is a Somali man named Saeed that preaches Islam and is well respected in the Somali community. For some reason during one of his lectures he decided to bring up African Americans unprovoked and say how most African Americans don't know our fathers and are the products of one-night stands, which is very disrespectful and uncalled for. But did any Somalis call him out on his bullshit? No. In fact, you can see them in the crowd laughing as if what he said was funny and amusing. This is a very common mindset amongst Somalis, and it needs to be addressed. Cause imagine if AAs came online mocking how 75% of Somalis live in poverty, and is one of the poorest nations on earth, or that the average Somali only has an IQ of 68.
In this country, we do not blame the lawlessness of an individual on a whole community. What we also know is that there is not a single evidence that the president or his coolies have put forth that there are any single resource from taxpayers in Minnesota that has gone to aid and abet terrorism. That language is dangerous. That language puts the lives of Somalis not only in Minnesota, but across the country in danger. And if the president believed that, and he had evidence, he would take people to court. So we are sick and tired of the president waking up one day and deciding to put forth falsehoods and demonize whole communities, while the ignorant people that support him then take the lies that he's spreading and use it as a fact. We've seen it during the campaign where he said Asians were eating cats and dogs. We've seen his vice president repeat those lies. We've seen the media run it as a headline as if it was a fact. That is shameful. That is shameful. That is ignorant. It makes us look like a stupid nation that does not believe in truth, but traffics in lies. It makes the world mock us, and we are better than that.
Trump is about to deport hundreds of Somali Americans right now. I'm gonna break it down for you. So on November 21st, Trump announced via Truth Social that he's terminating TPS for Somalis in Minnesota. And the reason he's doing this is because he has accused the Minnesota Somali community of fraud and money laundering. But as of now, he has offered no public verified proof of that. According to the congressional data, around 705 of them being Somali-born people in the US currently benefit from TPS. And the DHS actually extended and redesignated Somali's TPS status on July 22nd, 2024 into March 2026. Legal experts argue that Trump does not have legal authority to unilaterally revoke TPS designated by law, especially for a particular group in one state. Civil rights groups are calling that this is politically motivated and discriminatory, and courts are likely to step in. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you agree with Trump or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below.
Stand back! Stand back! Move back! This is the freedom. I'm coming to my process immigration.
What country are you from?
I'm from Western Sahara.
Somali says black Americans don't know their fathers.
African Americans, they don't even know their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. It was all of them, most of them were the product of one night stand. One night stand. They will tell you, I don't know my father. Well, who named you? Whose name are you carrying? Well, my mother chose his name for me. I don't know. Is that what we want for our ummah? No. كلهم أو معظمهم أبناء الزنا.
I keep screaming this from every mountaintop I can. That's Hassan Ali, and this is Ilhan Omar. We know who Ilhan Omar. Hassan is the president or prime minister of Somalia. They had a roundtable meeting with nothing but Africans talking about getting in to American politics, but understanding that they are 100% Somalian and they will never change. Now, in this clip that I'm about to show, Mr. Ali, Hassan Ali, is talking, and he's letting it be known that Ilhan Omar is there to take a black American seat in Congress.
It is very important in anti-Somali measures. Somalia are exceeding society. Of moral.
They are not here to be our friends. They are not here to fight for all black people. They are here to fight for Somalians. That's it. Those are not my words. It's their words. It's their actions, right? So before y'all jump on here, look, just another jealous black American. I'm not jealous of anything. We can't be beat. We're undefeated here. That's something y'all forgot. Mind you, this shit was on camera. So I want to know what y'all got to say about that. I already know that black Americans have no allies at all. We don't have friends here. We don't have allies here, especially Africans. It's sad, but it's true. And it's not coming from us. It's coming from you guys, because you guys come over here to this country, automatically look at us as enemy number one. Then you get caught on camera doing this kind of shit. It's absolutely crazy, but I love when people show their true colors. Please tell me who you are so I can believe you the first time.
Enough to understand that members of Congress can't be impeached. You know, when you have Nancy and Randy saying, you know, we're on it, we're going to impeach her. When they're saying they're going to deport me, knowing full well that you cannot deport an American citizen.
So all year, immigrants been running around screaming, black Americans, y'all going to be deported next. Y'all going to be deported too. But you got an immigrant saying that she can't be deported because she's an American citizen, a naturalized citizen. When black Americans are birthright citizens, like, we can't be deported. But yet, immigrants of all creed and colors, all of the immigrants, not just the black ones, but the white ones, the Native Americans, the Latinos, of course the Africans, the Caribbeans, they always screaming, oh, y'all next. They deporting black people too. Y'all next. Y'all gonna get deported next, black Americans. Y'all think they're not gonna deport y'all if they're deporting? But you got an immigrant saying that she can't be deported because she's a citizen. She's a naturalized citizen, y'all. Her citizenship can be revoked, by the way. But it's funny how they, when they're under the fire, it's like they know all the fucking rules and laws and, oh, you know, we can't be deported, but they want to fearmonger and try to like mislead Black Americans to feel like they want to be deported. Y'all, the psychological warfare these people are playing on Black Americans is nasty. It's insidious. Trump, please hurry up and get these motherfuckers out of here.
Trump is coming after Somalis in Minnesota, terminating TPS protection and stating Minnesota is being terrorized by Somali gangs. Send them back home. Yeah. Governor of Minnesota, he fired back. Ilhan Omar fired back. Republicans cheering. What? What is this? Because there's only 700 Somalis that have TPS. Majority of Somalis, they're US citizens. They're green card holders. They're refugees from the 90s. They have built communities, businesses, neighborhoods. What is he talking about? Why is he framing it like the whole Somali population depends on this TPS? This is called drama, theater, better headline. Yeah. So, what is the intention behind this drama? What's your thoughts behind this? Appreciate that.
We're one community. We're neighbors. Yes. We love each other. Yes. We support each other. Yes. We help each other. Yes. We unite for each other. Yes. Nothing can divide us.
We're dealing with families not being able to afford their groceries. We see our food shelves running out. Instead of that, he decided to also pit our communities against each other. And what we're saying is that that is a distraction. The reality is that people are struggling. Our communities are struggling.
TPS does not impact that many Somalis, like you said. The numbers are small because the vast majority of Somali Minnesotans who are here are naturalized citizens or they are born here, right? And America is our home now. We are Somali Americans. We are proud, regardless of the negative stories and things that they push against our community.
I want our government to stand up for the immigrants, for documented and undocumented people, because the Constitution protects all of us. I think that Somalis in particular have been the scapegoat. People have kind of highlighted, a few bad apples, painting a broad picture of just how all Somalis are, and that's not the case at all. If you look around, we are business owners, we're doctors, we're teachers, we're lawyers, we're mothers. People just trying to make a better life for themselves.
Today it's Somalis, tomorrow it's your community. Yesterday it was the Latino community, before that it was the trans community.
Look, I'm not here to celebrate anyone's pain, but we need to talk about what's happening right now in Minnesota, because it is a lesson that every Black person, every African, every member of the diaspora needs to understand. Some members of the Somali American community are facing mass deportation. Donald Trump just terminated the temporary protected status. Families are panicking, lawyers are overwhelmed, and the same people who spent years saying, we're not Black, we're Arab, the same people who mocked our struggle, who laughed at police brutality, who built careers dragging African Americans online, are now desperately reaching out to Black activists, Black lawyers, and Black organizations begging for help. Let me be clear. This is not about Schadenfreude. This is about consequence. This is about what happens when you try to cash in anti-Blackness as a currency in a country built on it. Here's the context most people miss. When Somalis came to America in the 1990s, fleeing civil war, they brought with them a complex identity shaped by Arab influence and clan politics. Professor Al-Mansouri explained it perfectly. East Africa sits in this tension between Arab identity and African identity. That confusion didn't start in Minneapolis. It started back home. But here's where it gets complicated. When Somalis arrived in the United States, they faced a choice. Embrace Black unity or choose distance. And for many, not all, but enough to matter, they chose distance. They learned what immigrants before them learned, that in America you can move up faster by moving away from blackness. So they started saying, we are not black, we are Somali. We are in the Arab League. We speak Arabic. We are different. And look, I understand the instinct. Immigration is survival. You are trying to protect yourself, protecting your family, finding your place. But here's the problem. When you distance yourself from blackness to gain proximity to whiteness, you're not escaping the game. You are just playing it on borrowed time. Let us be honest about what happened next. Some Somali influencers built entire platforms mocking black Americans. They said black Americans are lazy. They said they had no culture. Most of them don't know their fathers, disrespectful and called for and rooted in the same stereotypes. White supremacy uses it against black people. When black people marched for Black Lives Matter, they were playing victim. When they talked about police brutality, they said, if you obey the law, you won't get shot. Repeating the same propaganda that justifies black people's death. They laughed at the struggle. They claimed racism didn't apply to them. They thought they had found a loophole in American anti-blackness. And then came 2024. A significant number of Somali Americans in Minnesota voted for Donald Trump. They believed he was their friend. They thought he would protect good immigrants like them from troublesome blacks like us. They voted for conservative values, business interests, anti-LGBTQ policies, and so on and so forth. They voted thinking they had a deal that their distance from blackness would buy them safety. But here's the thing about systems built on anti-blackness. They don't honor deals. They don't see nuance. They see the skin. November 21st came. Trump announced on Truth Social that he was terminating TPS for Somalis in Minnesota. He accused the community of fraud and money laundering. No proof, just accusations. He said Minnesota was being terrorized by Somali gangs. And just like that, thousands lost their protection. Deportation proceedings began. The same man they voted for became the man sending them back to the war zones they fled. 705,000 Somali-born people in the US benefiting from TPS status now vulnerable. Families who thought they were safe now in crisis. The communities who said racism wouldn't touch them and now experiencing American immigration brutality faster. And here's where the story gets painfully ironic. The same people who mocked us are now crying for help. The same people who said we play victim are now saying America is unfair and racist. They are reaching out to black activists, black lawyers, African American organizations, black media, asking us to speak up, to raise awareness, to fight for them. They want the solidarity they refuse to give. They want the protection of the civil rights movement they mocked. They want access to the infrastructure built by the blood and sweat of black Americans who fought for decades so that when they arrived fleeing war, there would be legal protections waiting. Now, here's what I want you to understand this. This is not just about Somalis. This is about every immigrant group that thinks they can buy safety with anti-blackness. Scholars warned us, thinkers told us, a system built on anti-blackness doesn't stop at one group. It expands. It swallows all black people, immigrants, migrants, citizens, everyone. Because at the end of the day, white supremacy doesn't care about your passport. It doesn't care about your language. It doesn't care if you speak Arabic, if you're in the Arab League, if you eat different food. It doesn't give a damn about it. It sees you the way you are. It sees your skin, and that's enough. This is why Pan-African unity is not optional. It's not some kumbaya fantasy. It is survival. When we are divided, we're vulnerable. When we mock each other, distance ourselves, compete for scraps of acceptance from systems that hate us all, we stand to lose the game. I'm not saying black Americans should turn their backs. That's not who we are. Our history is one of solidarity, of fighting for everyone's freedom, even when they wouldn't fight for ours. But I am saying this. Respect has to be mutual. Unity requires honesty. You can't spend years dragging us, mocking our pain, denying our shared struggle, and then expect us to show up immediately without acknowledging what happened. Some Somali Americans are already doing this work. They are speaking out about the colorism, the Arab influence, the clan politics that shape this identity crisis. They are educating their youth on African history, not Arabized racial myths. Thus, the path forward. Not denial, not revisionism, honest reckoning. Because here's the truth, guys. We're strong together. Black Americans, Somali Americans, all Africans in the diaspora, we share a fate whether we want to admit it or not. The same immigration system targeting Somalis today targeted Haitians yesterday, and it will target another group tomorrow. So, the same anti-Blackness that justifies slavery justifies deportation, police brutality, economic exploitation. And guys, we need to stop fighting online and start building Pan-African structures offline. We need one language, one vision, one commitment to see each other's dignity and safety. This is not about erasing our differences. Somali culture is beautiful. Black American culture is beautiful. But beauty doesn't protect you from white supremacy. Only unity does. So, to my Somali brothers and sisters facing this crisis, we hear you. Guys, we see you. And yes, we'll fight for you because that's what we do. That's family. But moving forward, let us build something different. Let us choose unity over distance. Let us choose solidarity over anti-Blackness, because the next time this happens, and there will be a next time, we need to be ready, not as separate groups playing hierarchy, but as one people fighting for collective liberation. That's the only way we're going to survive. That's the only way we're going to win. The bill came due. Let us make sure we don't have to pay it again. Simple. So guys, let's stand together. Let us fight for each other. And I hope that this message will get to my Black American brothers and sisters and to my Somali brothers and sisters. I know my Somali brothers and sisters always misbehave back here home in on the continent. They misbehave with their neighbors. With the Kenyan neighbors here, they misbehave. They have this Ethiopian neighbors, they do misbehave. They misbehave a lot of Somalis, by the way. But I want us to forget all that. And then, Somalis, you need to learn something from us. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you